Everybody, we're back. She thinks I ought to do my tackle, which, if you look here, yeah, I don't have much compared to her. I don't have 5 things spread all over the kitchen floor here.
And we're in here. Lay them down there.
We're in here because this is the best lighting in the house. It's got overhead LED lighting. Look at her. She's ready to pounce from above. Dive in and steal my stuff. Let's open it.
It's empty.
Hey, I have nothing. Got a thermometer here from Blue Ridge Outdoors. That dates back from the 90s. Backpacking and camping and fishing days. A seamstress tape for measuring, or reflective tape for catfish, and some weird soft plastics. So, anyway, here's the look at it. And there's not a lot. Old licenses, I need to put that in there. These. No, I don't. See, I like to play this little game. When we do get checked, yeah, I kind of like going through all the old licenses here. Here's one from 2012, and they go on up. I kind of like going in there like I'm looking for that license and can't find it and don't have one. And I pull out a bunch of them. And, oh, I forgot. It's in my wallet. And then get them the license, the actual current one. Anyway, old license. We got some pliers. We got some braid cutters, needle nose. How long has it been since you've seen the old cutter snake bite kit? Got the blade in it, you know, make your cut. There's the blade. There's a little bit of topical something or other.
Pretty sure I want to use that. It's still cool.
And suck the poison out. The old cutters. Are we focused there? Mm-hmm. Okay. Snake bite kit. That's for old time's sake. And you never know. A little bit of better bait for minis, bottle opener, matches. She won't let me have a lighter. She keeps a lighter in hers, if you'll remember. And I've managed to get some bobbers. Now look, watch. Got them hid here.
Because you've got all the red ones.
Because I can't see the other ones, remember? We stopped in Walmart the other day. I'll put a couple of pictures up here. Yeah, she raided the tackle shop the other day. 42 bucks, you might as well say. 41 change, whatever it was. Stopped in Walmart, get a prescription mess straightened up. And they had a clearance sale, you can see by the pictures here. And the $42 didn't suit her. She had to go to town some more. You can look, her hands are full. But anyway, I found these. They're larger ones. I got some small ones, and they're larger. So I snuck a pack of bobbers that she didn't know about. So I got some bobbers finally. But anyway, we'll put them in there, or up here for the moment. Also, I found a 10-pack of size 2 bluegill crappie hooks. Now, bluegill more than anything. I got a few 4s, I believe it is, a little smaller than that. So, out of guilt, she decides she's going to give me another one out of her stash that she got down at the tackle shop. So I've got 2 of them now. And I just got that look. I'd say there's going to be a repossession go on here somewhere.
No.
There it is. Listen to her. But anyway, I'll be adding that in. Got some soft plastics. You know, as far as artificial, I like soft plastics. Yeah, if you want to ease across there. And yeah, if there's artificial to be used, I prefer soft plastics. Always have.
I still think he's kind of cool.
Well, you want him?
No. He's just cool.
I don't use him. But there's some old stuff in here that's pre-hooked. Got some leader on it. Old stuff. That I've used some of, and that's what's left. And a big old I don't know what he is.
All by himself.
I know what he is, but I don't know where I got him. But he's huge. He's a rattler. He was an off-brand from somewhere. But anyway, back down in here. We got some hooks. We got some of those catfishing rigs. You know, your line comes in, you got a sinker line, then you got your line going with the bait. We got snaps, we got swivels, we got various sizes of those and hooks, which I really don't use because they're just not right for much that we fish for. So, odds and ends, we got rod tips, the glue that holds them, and that sort of thing. Repair stuff right there. So we got that. And a couple of glow sticks here. She's got a bunch of them. I'm going to have to share the wealth here or something, ain't I?
We need some more.
All right, here we go. The catfish stuff. Circle hooks. That's the circle hook stuff. We're starting down here with 1/0, 2/0, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I need some 8s or 9s. Anyway, that's the circle hooks. Gamakatsu. And this one, I got a few sinkers, and I got some regular large hooks. Let's see. 6, 7, 8s, and 9s in regular hooks. They're not the circle hook or anything. This is river catfishing stuff. The sinkers ain't big enough for the Ohio River for the most part. They're somewhere in a separate container, but we don't hit the Ohio River much. But up around these lakes and stuff, yeah, these sinkers are enough, you know, the lack of current. Those are, I can't remember the name of them. Mustad hooks. 7 seems to be the most common hook I use for the river catfishing. Anyway, but I've shifted more toward the circle hooks. Go ahead and trade me here. We got some different line in there, 4 different sizes or strengths, whatever you call it. Here's the infamous book that everything gets wrote in. When you catch fish, I'm not, you know, that's, you have to catch fish to be written in the book. But anyway, you got different line, none of us braid. Stockings. Women's stockings. Nylons. You use that and you tie your chicken liver up in it. Then you hook it on them 7, 8, or 9 hooks. And then you cast in the river. It lets the liver blood and stuff out and the scent. And they come and get it and it's soft. But that's not the only way, but that's about the best way that works for me for fishing chicken livers, is put them in something like this. And, okay, here we go. Here's a, okay. You want to swap back here, dear? She thumbed through that book there to see if she appeared. Little sinkers, I got a few ultralight things in here for, you know, if this box is with me doing the ultralight. There's the 2s. I need to put the 4s in there somewhere. I don't know what I've done with them. There they are. Or these are 4s and the others are 2s. Yeah, a little backwards there. That ain't gonna work. We'll get to that later. I'll make a spot for them. Just in case this is the only box I got with me and we do an ultralight thing. You know, I got some ultralight stuff in there. Yeah, I'm like her, I don't carry all this every trip. Here we got a few lead heads and stuff for my soft plastics. Worms. So, Now, we move on. Pliers, cat pliers. Been chewed up a little bit. Fillet knife. Was talking about stringers and using them. Now I've used that one. I've used that one even more. Big river one, big catfish one. Used that one quite a bit. So dear, that's why we keep stringers. We got a fish identification book in here. And the law book, 24, 25. That's
Same one.
It's the same one. Yeah.
Yep.
I picked up some more. We both
Oh, it looks smaller.
keep law books in there in each tackle box. That way we can stay up on stuff. We need to look something up. We don't run afoul of the law, which, like I said, the other video with hers, we do our best not to. We really do. It's not that I have fear of the law or anything. It's, you know, it's conservation and size limits and everything else. Yeah, I agree with those. So, let's see if I can jigsaw all this back in there. All right, but that's it for my big box. We're gonna maybe open this. It's got a little zip thing on top, but I didn't want to do that. See, I can make 2 bobbers last me 2 or 3 years because she makes me. She won't let me have no more. But anyway, and the scale, excuse me, Cast King scale, of course. Yeah, batteries are out for the season. But there was a day that everything I owned stayed in this box. Or, you know, everything that I took fishing stayed in this box. And it was heavy. It was really heavy. You almost needed one of those folding wagons to carry it to the boat or your fishing spot or wherever you was going. It was super heavy, and I decided, you know, that's enough of that. It was straining the hinges and everything. Let me put my stockings back here. You never know when you need your stockings. Put the slime rag in there. Ah, no. Whoops, forgot the Know Thy Fish book. Every once in a while we'll need to pull that out and identify something. It's not often, just every once in a while. You get something a little bit different. But I was saying, you know, there was a day, and it's not been terribly long ago, everything that I fished with, hard baits, soft baits, all the sinkers, everything, all of it. Let's see, I'm going to leave one in here till I get a little room made. That one will go in the other one. Which leads up into this next one. This next one, this year I started building an ultralight box. Now there are trips that I go on to where I just fish ultralight. I'm not even crazy about those. Those are notorious for coming open when you don't want them to. That style of lids, just a little kind of little snap deal. So I commenced to building the ultralight box. There's some new stuff in here. There's some things I haven't used yet in here, and my Rebel and Hayden lures are in here. And I've used some of them. They might not look like it, but I have. So, another thing, a better bait treat for the mini bucket. We got mini buckets. We got 2.5 or 2.5 gallon, 5 gallon. We got bubble boxes and baby bubbles. Anyway, got a crawdad. Got 3 hoppers and a blue-eyed bug. Let her do her work there. Let me out of the light. Again, I love to hate the lighting in these places. Some bobbers I managed to sneak out of her stuff when she wasn't looking. That's why she's sitting there eyeing on them. She's looking at them. They're the smaller. The other ones, there's 2 different sizes of these, egg-shaped. The others are bigger. And again, ultralight. A bigger crawdad. That's kind of the way that Rapala laid there on that log looking at you. Got an old lucky number 13. Hedon, however you say it. He's an old one. The old classic lucky number 13. He's for nostalgia's sake more than anything. Jitterbug. One's newer and one is old. A little different patterns on them. Let's see. There's something to do with, there's more print on the old originals. Akron, Ohio, and the patent information. I can't make that out. The newer one's just got jitterbug on the spoon, on the front bill there. You can see the pattern difference in them. And like I said, you know, if you got a jitterbug or a hula popper when I was a kid, you was king of the world. This isn't an old original hula popper. He's old though, but he's not the old original like the jitterbug is. So anyway, another little notebook, you know, to keep track of what we're catching, what I catch. Got a little Cleo in there. Good friend of mine passed away of cancer. We go trout fishing all the time, and he had great luck on the little Cleo. I've not yet caught a trout, so if that tells you anything. Some small soft plastics. Them's crickets, them baby frogs. Well, some of them's got some hooks, and they're pretty good hooks. Ouch. And Wonder Bread, soft plastics. Got a yellow, blue, and red dots on them there. Call them Wonder Bread. Slime rag. Stringer, 97 cents. I got various small hooks and sinkers in here. Stuff that I use with this rig. Different sizes, different hooks. Got the trebles here for the trout fishing. Holds the trout dough and nuggets on there. Some jig heads. Although I don't know what for. There's a law book in there that we carry. Like I said, it's not that we're afraid of breaking the law, but it is what it is, and it's there for a reason. Chartreuse and orange nuggets. There we go. Roll King, I don't know where all they come from, different places. Orange, fluorescent orange. Then I got this purple, pink. I don't know what that is. What is that, dear? That's pink with sparkles because it's just fabulous. So, anyway, kind of building it, separating out. I don't know if I'm going to build it anymore. It's pretty much got everything I want and use in it. This one we got some flies. I have used them, some of them. Woolly boogers, black and brown. They got a little bit of a glittery streamer in the tails. And a little bee. Got a few flies. I'm going on there. Got a spider of a thing. Like I said, ultralight, and I've just started putting this together this year. This is something new, and an old pair of pliers, needle nose. Something new this year. So, and there again to separate the weight out of that big one, because it was getting rather tasking to carry. Now I take this, we go trout fishing, me and some buddies that I was talking about. We don't do that on video. They really don't do the social media, and it's a ooh, bees go in here. It's a trip that we just go out and enjoy. We have a good time. Yeah, okay. And we like doing the videos, she and I. We do. But there can be a lot to it. It can take a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. Well, not only can. So I got some 4s here and 2s there. So slide that over to you. And because I'm organized and she is not, you've seen her stuff in that video. I tear the labels off and put in there so I know what size I need to get, because I don't remember what those were. Yeah, I look at a lot of things, well that's it, and then it's not. But the 2s and the 4s, they work really great. They're cheesy little hooks. What are they? Eagle claw. But you know, when you're bluegill plugging with Abby or we're out doing it, they work good. So but yeah, that's the ultralight box. Like I said, just started building it this year to relieve the weight and stuff out of the big one. And that thing was getting heavy for a young man, let alone somebody middle-aged like me. You all do know, if you just joined us, you know, she's older than I am. She married a younger man. Just saying.
6 months.
Yeah, at one time you was twice my age.
Uh-huh.
When I was 1, you was 2. That's twice my age. You was twice my age at one point. So, we'll be right back. Okay, last late winter, early spring, I decided I was going to target bluegills for the year, and I did. It was not very successful as far as any size or anything goes. And there again, taking a lot of stuff out of that one big tackle box. She is letting me borrow this, a backpack kind of thing. You know, she's got a double backpack. This is just a one over the shoulder type deal, and it's great for what I want. This is for the bass, that trashy bass. She's making all kinds of weird faces. I think she's about to have a seizure when I call them trash fish. They ain't much good for eating. I don't care for them. They're edible, but I don't really care for them. So I've been putting this together. The wacky rig stuff. Let's look here. Gamakatsu, different sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 sizes. The extra wide gap set up for them I don't mind catching bass. They're a good fight. They really are. I mean, they're fun to catch. I joke and kid around, but really, they're okay. You know, they're just not an eating fish. Well, they are what they are. And I got some weedless stuff in here and some weighted wide gaps. So what I've done, and there again, I had most of this in that big one along with everything else. What I've done is separated out. I've got a pair of pliers. The obligatory 97-cent stringer, just in case. Keep one. And some odds and ends hooks here. Just odds and ends stuff. And so anyway, getting back that targeting the bluegill. Yeah, I'm going to try the wacky rig stuff. I've been watching some videos on that. And I've got the collars of, yeah, let's put these back in out of the way. The collars of the Senkos and that sort of thing. I want to give it a shot this year, along with catfish. Now, I neglected my catfishing last year a lot because I was playing with the bluegills. So, all right. And there again, a lot of this is carried over, and I've moved them out of the big one into this. Here's the bigger bobbers. Then you get these in two different sizes. Versus the ultralight. But got a crawdad of a thing. A couple of them. Grubs, black worms. You know, the most luck I've had with soft plastics has been black worms for years and years. Black worms. And what we got back then was cream worms. We got some Shadova things here going on, and I've had those for a few years. Like I said, most of this lived in that big one, along with the ultralight and everything else. Got a frog here. I ain't never had no luck with him. And these brown ones, I forget what their names are. I call them dirt worms, because they're brown and look like dirt. But I've had some, nothing to crow about, had some stuff on, hit them. And some sparkly things. I got these at, was it Bass Pro? No. Where is that over in Columbus that we went? It wasn't Bass Pro. Cabela's. Got these and the shad and stuff at Cabela's while I was there here a few years back. And anyway, like I said, all of this lived in the big one with everything else I owned. And this wacky rig thing. That can come out. What I've got here is a couple of different colors. I've got June bug and watermelon red. There's a watermelon red. It's a watermelon color with red flake in it. And the June bug is blue with some blue flake. Yeah, I don't know how they name these things. You look at some of these colors hanging on the walls in the displays, and they don't even look like, they're not even reasonably close to what they call them.
Right.
And that pink thing, believe it or not, that pink draws some attention. So I do not have the O-ring kit that she has to rig up the wacky worms, and I don't want one. But you know, for the last couple of years I've been watching, well, I've watched a lot of fishing, period. And but this wacky worm thing seems to be taken off. It's big. It's working better than the Texas rig or the Ned rigs. So anyway, she let me borrow this to put that goodie stuff in. I do not have a law book in there, do I? That one, so. There's a flap in there too.
Yep.
Anyway,
Not the pockets.
like I said, you know, we try not to break the law. We pay attention to size and catch limits and everything else. We really do. We understand why those are there, and we agree with why those are there. I think Rush Creek Lake this year changed it an inch. I'm certain it used to be 16 inches on bass. Now it's 15. Anything under 15 you have to turn back. And I'm certain it used to be 16. So things change a little here and there. And we keep up with them and stuff, so. Do you need a piercing?
Mm-mm.
Pierce your ear or your nose or something?
No, I'm
No?
good.
All right. So that can save me money, you know, if I can do it here instead of you going to some jewelry store or something somewhere, you know. But anyway, there is the tackle stuff. I have 3. I had 1 until this past summer, and I started building on that one. And I was still getting a bunch of stuff, as you can see here. Yeah, this is newer edition stuff. But all those 2 was in one, and like I said, man, it was getting heavy. The handle, when you pull up on the handle, it still does. You can see it pull the top here. With everything else in it, it pulled up even more. And I was starting to get a little concerned that handle was going to give way.
Me too.
But it's no lightweight now. Try it.
Oh, I know.
But, you know, with all that out of it, and I've gotten rid of some stuff. I've given her some stuff. I've given her all my Rappalas and stuff that I had here last spring, I think it was. Because I don't use them, you know. I'm a hard bait now. I've got my my Rebel and head and Eden, however you say it. And I just like those. I like all of them. And I've used almost all of them, not quite yet. But I use them as I get to them. You know, they're just not pretties that I keep because they're pretty, dear. But anyway, I like the Rebel lures and the Hedon. And of course, the old Argabast. How do you say that? Argabast. Arbogast? Whatever it is. I like those. Yeah, those are just an old thing. And that Lucky number 13, that's probably been around nearly as long as we have. So, but and I want to try it one day, see if it still catches a fish. But that's an old original one. I've looked at them. Like I said, the jitterbugs. There's a difference in stamping print on the bills here, and gives you an idea of what age it is. So anyway, and speaking of Rebel lures and stuff, we'll be right back. And I said I like the Rebel lures, and she does too. You know, she's got a few that I didn't know she had, as you've seen in her inventory thing the other night. So today she got a care package. Rebel lures. Awesome Rebel lures. Got, let's see, got a gold grasshopper. Got a different bumblebug.
Let's say on the box what they are. I think that's the...
Firebug. Okay, on the sticker there, had to look. That's almost where I can't read. That means lightning bug, green grasshopper, brown cricket. Okay, he's not gold, he's brown. Green grasshopper. What do we got here? Some Rebel crick hopper, summer hopper. Horsefly, black cricket. Got the bumblebee. And I'm telling you, it took me 10 years to get one of those. 10 years. And she's sitting on one the whole time, you know, summer or two back. She's reeling in there, and up comes the bumblebee. That was on video.
The June bug.
And I didn't know she had one. June bug. I didn't know she had a bumblebee. So, anyway, and some hooks. Bait holder hooks. They're in bags in the bags, okay. We're having a hard time finding these. Around here anyway. The tackle shop didn't have them, bait store, whatever you want to call it. So I'll show you what I mean here. Do what, dear?
Those are the big ones.
Yeah. Ow, they're sharp. Bait holder, that if you get too close she'll go out of focus. They got barbs on the shaft. You know, something like that, they'll just have to take a word for it. They got barbs on the shaft. You know, we like night crawlers. She tends to ball the night crawlers up a lot down here, just in the hook. I string them up the shaft, you know, and leave a tail and stuff. Kinda. Or I put loops out. I want the close to the end right there at that barb, so if they come up to grab that end of that night crawler or worm, you know, they got the end of the hook too. But yeah, there's many different ways to do that. Everybody has their preference, and I don't knock her for it. She catches fish, and I catch fish, so they both work. And I would say equally as well. However you do it. Presentation of the bait, they say. So, excuse me, I must take inventory here.
And we want to thank the person that sent these.
Yeah. Because you need some. I've got more than you do, so I'm just going to top off a couple. I'm thinking, there's going to be a fight. Let me get ready. This is how domestic disturbances start. The neighbor's going to be calling the cops on her here in a little bit because she's coming unwired on me. I'd like for her to get 72 hours to go cool off in the Who's Gal.
You're funny.
All right. All right, then, let me... I don't have the big brown cricket.
I don't think you do.
Hold on here. That one. This one is black. Okay, I've got the black. I don't have the brown. Okay.
There you go.
That
works.
Look down there. You know, does that work?
Yep.
I can't believe that. You better catch a fish with him. I've not seen the June bug.
Me neither.
Now, they got a ton of them, but you know, they do. But I've not seen the June bug. I've got the blue-eyed horsefly. So, all right, there you are, dear.
All right.
And the hooks, and again, see, here's her take. That's her taxes, you know, whatever I get. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I kept the red bobber. Had to give her the other two. You see how that works?
Because you said you couldn't see them.
I snuck those out. and I snuck those out of the store. And those size 2 hooks, or 4, whatever they was. Then she seen that, and I got it home, put it on my dresser in there, and then she got the guilt complex going. Oh, here, I guess I can give you one of these. I got 2 of them the other day. You know, I can whittle me a hook out of a stick out there.
I got you one for you and one for me.
But anyway, thank you to the patron and supporter that's seen that. Now, I don't think this video is going to be near as long as hers. I ain't got near the stuff she's got. Nowhere near it. Nothing like it when you get these separated out too.
Yeah.
But that's kind of tedious and boring. It's kind of like watching dust dry, paint settle, and all that sort of thing. So we'll not do it on camera. We might do a fishing pole, rod and reel show and tell next. Like I said, we need to keep content going. We're crawling out of that hole that we got shoved into. We're starting to get some stats back, finally.
And we thank you all for trying to help us
Yes.
get back out.
Yes, we done something that upset them, and we don't know what it is. You know, we'll get a pop-up on some of them. You know, there's background music, but it's okay to play on YouTube in that form or in that way. You're notified of it that you got background music, like like a rock picking Abby up. But the owner allows it to be played on YouTube. Okay, then why are you dinging me? You know, it's background. I didn't overlay it. Anyway, something upset him. Like I said, overnight, 16 hours tops. You know, we went from, all right, let's say an average of 2,400 views per 48 hours down to 7. Just boom, and it was done. And it laid there for days and days and days, no matter what.
Almost a month.
Was it that long? It was
It was a long time.
Yeah. So we don't understand what we've done. Yeah, your thing goes up and down a lot. It comes and it goes, and I understand that, and it always has. But it has never, ever done that. You know, our peak was 3,200 views per 48 hours. And it was 18 to 2,000 views on the minimum side, 32 on the upside, you know, and it kind of do that, and thunk, done. And it was like, holy cow, what happened there? But we thank everybody. We're around 151,000 views. There's over 3,000 hours of watch time of our channel. That's a lot of hours. Subscribers always did stink. Everybody's subscribers stink. You know, it's always less than 1%. Your subscriber count always averages less than 1% of your views. And we're at 303, 305. And that comes and goes, you know. I do the same thing. I'll find a channel, looks interesting, I'll subscribe for a while and see what the channel's about, watch some, and if that's not my thing, I'll unsubscribe. Everybody does that. So that count comes and goes, and it slowly builds up in a stair-step fashion. And but the subscriber count has always been less than 1% for pretty much every channel out there. Less than 1% of the view time. So anyway, 151,000 views, 30-some countries. 31, I think, or 33. On the 6 inhabited continents, the only one missing is Antarctica. We got Africa, we got Asia, we got Europe, you know, we got all of them. North America, South America, Australia. Every inhabited continent in the world is represented in our viewers. So,
Yep.
and really, like I said, we started this out as our album, our memories. This is going to sound egotistical. We pulled up a video the other night from years back and watched it ourselves. And that was a good trip, that trip. We do pictures. We got thousands of pictures in our computers, thousands and thousands. I think I got around 11,000 in mine. I don't know what you got.
I don't
yours.
even want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I can click on properties on that folder and it's like 11,000 and a few odd.
Mine are going to be a
Files.
whole lot more.
Huh?
Mine are going to be a whole lot more.
So, yeah. But, you know, we started this out as an album for us, just a way to preserve stuff for the kids, the grandkids. And I figured we'd get a few family viewers. None of the family watches this. I was totally wrong there. None of them. And that's okay. But that was the intent to begin with, just a place to lay this down. What we've done, we've had good times. There's years of good times before YouTube, before even the internet. And years of good times and great memories after YouTube, but we still didn't do that thing. We lived in the country, we didn't have internet. So anyway, but we want to thank everybody out there for watching, for spending your time with. Yeah, not every video is going to be for everybody, but stay with us. If you're with us, stay with us. There'll be something come along that does interest you. This could be boring, but there again, you have to feed YouTube kind of regular uploads, you know, to keep everything flowing with your channel. If not, you know, it slowly sinks. You know, if it's not, the less active it is, the more it goes down. So some of these are just, my goodness, what is that? And I agree, some of them are, my goodness, what are we doing? But we have to keep that activity level going. But we thank everybody around the world, all 6 continents, 30-some countries, and the subscribers. We appreciate you. We are stunned. We're humbled, but we appreciate all of you for everything. So, till the next one, I think she's only got like 3 poles. You got your bass rod.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Zebco deal. And you got that dock demon now.
Yeah.
I'm not in that position. Now, where I make up for my lack of tackle is my fishing poles. I think I got 9 or 10. But I got 2 or 3 reels in there floating around that ain't even on something. So, yeah, we'll do that next time. I will put her in front of the camera next time. Y'all like looking at her, not me. I win a trophy in a tournament, you know, a 2nd place trophy. I get 32 views. You know, she gets skunked and it's 6,000 views. You know, that's the way it works. But that ain't a problem. But stay with us. We'll do that next. We got probably 2 more months before we really get to fishing. I was saying the other night, you know, the seasons run a little later up here than they do from where we're originally from. We're only 100 miles vertical north. But there's a difference in those seasons. It's a little colder, a little later, a little wetter up here than down there. And it changes in about a month. So I kept saying March because that's what we're used to. You know, we've mowed grass in March before. It needed it. And we've been out fishing in March. Up here, you know, slowly learning that you really kind of shoot for April, not so much March. Down there we mowed towards the end of October. Same with the fishing. Here, late September, you might dabble into the 1st of October. You don't get that whole late month, for the most part, when everything's average. Now, last year was just not normal. So, but anyway, enough of that. We will see you on the next one. I will break out all my armament, and we'll keep this channel active. Bye now.